The fundamental problem of philosophy is the question of the possibility of change in general. Actually, the very fact that something can happen is an insoluble problem for philosophical thinking, which, like mathematics, brings its operation to the area of identification. How then can change occur within the framework of identification? How can a process coincide with its outcome, like the following statement of early Wittgenstein in Tractatus? In logic, process and result are equivalent. To what can change be identical with? With its interpretation and with its rational expression. An expression implies a new change, since the expression expresses its object. In this sense, the following quote from early Wittgenstein's diary can also be understood. The picture must now, in its turn, cast its shadow on the world. And the essence of the problematic status of philosophy boils down to how a fixed and immovable mathematical point, which is rationality in its pure form, can order the endless chaos of the transrational, at the same time being a part of this surrounding chaos, but not dissolving in it. And the statement of philosophy proceeds from a description of how things are, in order to then proceed to the description of what follows from this. In the content of both propositions, there is oftenly a certain common element that is repeated, and thus it seems that everything is really purely rational, that is within the framework of pure identification. And the identification here uses the authority of the implication, whereas behind each repeating element there is a certain own hidden preference, capable of directing the entire unshakable complex of true conceptions of a given philosophical system. On this point, it could also make sense to repeat James' following statement. Our whole pluralistic procedure in using subjects and predicates as we do is fundamentally irrational. It's an example of desperation of our finite intellectual estate, infected and undermined as that is by the separatist discursive forms, which are our only categories, but which absolute reality must somehow absorb into its unity and overcome.